This is a place.
This is the place?
This is a place. We want to talk about. This is a place.
Thank you for listening to This is a Place podcast. My name is Brandon.
My name is Nate.
And we want to wish everyone a happy Guy Fawkes night.
This is true. Been waiting all year for this day.
I presented this option to Nate, and he was confused. And I'm sure most of you will be confused because my logic for why I picked this is it stretches a bit. So bear with me. Guy Fawkes. This night is celebrated every year on the November 5th in the UK. On this day every year, people light bonfires and set off fireworks in memory of a loathing of one man, Guy Fawkes. Today is the anniversary of the failed assassination attempt that happened over 400 years ago, and although Guy Fawkes has become the singular name associated with the plot, he was part of a larger group of rebels. This annual ritual has lost its religious overtones, and Guy Fawkes Night is more fun than fundamentalist. And thanks to popular culture, Fawkes has undergone a tremendous, almost mythical image revamp himself. So, basically 4th of July in the UK, sounds like. He tried to kill people. I guess he tried to assassinate people again with other people. But the reason why Guy Fawkes has taken on a larger stage is because of there's the movie V for Vendetta, which in that movie the Vendetta guy dons a Guy Fawkes mask, and it also has sparked if you see the anonymous group, which is prolific for trying to, what would you say, bring to light shady things going on within the world, sort of Epstein files type stuff, right? The group is known for, I don't know if inciting violence is the right thing to say, but they try to create movements. Were they the ones behind the trying to rush Area 51 back a few years ago?
I don't know.
I don't know if they were behind that, but
I don't think they were. I
that's
think
kind
that was
of
just
the thing they do. It's
they try to get people riled up.
yeah. So have you seen the movie V for Vendetta before?
I don't believe so.
Basically, he's looking for yeah, he's got a vendetta. So Anonymous, Guy Fawkes, Vendetta, that's all kind of grouped in the same category. Anyway, that's why I wanted to bring that up because it links to our topic today. But before we get into that, anything newsworthy? Is there anything newsworthy we need to talk about before we get into our topic?
Newsworthy?
We just had the World Series that finalized, and that's newsworthy.
I missed game 7. What sucks because the game that went 18 innings, I stayed up late watching for some dumb reason, and then decided to go to Lagoon during game 7. Didn't make it home in time to watch
because that one only went to 11 innings.
Only. But yeah, good for LA Dodgers for buying their championships. People say that money doesn't buy things, and it does.
So I take it you're not a Dodgers fan.
I don't hate the Dodgers. I don't like the Yankees, and that's kind of what the Yankees did back in the 90s, was buy all these championships and World Series runs.
Mm.
And honestly, I get it because it's not against the rules. They're not breaking any laws. They're not breaking any rules. So can you really blame them? Not really, but it just makes it hard to want to follow a sport where you can buy your championships. And I'm worried that college football is going that way too.
Hmm.
But this isn't a sports podcast.
True.
You know what we should do an episode on is, speaking of sports, is Dave Portnoy.
Yeah.
We should do, once he releases all of his pizza places, we should go through and give our thumbs up, thumbs down if he was correct or not. Even though I
Have
don't
you?
think I've been to all the places he went
I was
to.
gonna say I definitely haven't, but that'd be a fun
Maybe
thing
we
to
just
go
have a whole
through.
month where we go and do our own pizza reviews.
Like in February? Do we just make
Yeah,
every February pizza month?
I think so.
Oh boy. Okay. I like the idea, and I think we should. Yeah, that might be in the cards for a couple months down the road. But I will say he just released the Pizza Pie Cafe one. I don't know if you
Yes,
saw that, but it was
I saw that one.
the greatest opening. Like you couldn't have scripted the Pizza Pie episode any better.
Right when he goes live, and he just sees
Yeah, there's just a
a,
family of 20 that comes out.
a train of people just coming out, and he's just sitting there. Like,
Yeah. And I love, like him or not, he's had some pretty funny Utah ones with just people getting involved. Like that one, for example. I mean, he could have gone through and edited that out, but it was perfect that it was left in. There was the one where he went to, was it Fat Daddy's? I don't remember what it was, but there
is that
was
the
a,
one where the kid came out and was
yeah,
like,
and the guy's just in his video the whole time. He's not like telling the guy to move or get out of the video. I'm trying to do something here. He just rolls with it. So I appreciate that he's not he's not so calculated and tries to doctor his videos in any way. He gets the as authentic as it comes, and I think that stems back from when there was the one arm guy or the no arm guy that he had in his video. He's like, yeah, these off the cuff moments make for great content. So good for Dave for sticking to it. But yeah, he gave us a lot of Utah pizza content
"Well,
thanks to
it's
two trips
crazy."
here.
Yeah, never been to Utah. Within a month, he's here twice, right?
Yeah.
And then it's too bad the game this Saturday isn't in Provo, because game day would be here for that. But they will be not here in Utah.
They will be in Lubbock.
And somebody already pitched their tent to get in line last night. One
Well,
of the
the
students.
thing with game day is bigger than when I'm not saying, well, maybe it's arguably bigger, but there's a bigger incentive to go camp out for game day because you might win some money if you can kick a field goal, right?
Yeah,
So
and that's what happened with the Utah kid. You heard that story?
no, I didn't actually. I mean, I heard about it,
No.
but
So you go stand in line and you get a raffle ticket,
right.
and then they draw somebody out. The kid who drew the raffle ticket knew he couldn't kick the field goal, and some kid like at the fence said, "I kicked at Jordan High School,"
Mm,
or something like that. And so he had some experience. So he said, "Well, come kick the kick for me, and I'll split the
split
winnings."
it.
And did you
Not the
see what?
first time that's happened either. That happened a couple weeks ago as well.
So yeah, so I think he missed his first kick, and I don't really understand the rules, but the kid who was partnering with the guy that wasn't kicking technically called the timeout, because they were doing this whole thing like they called the timeout before he kicked to ice him. Because
Mm,
why call the timeout before he kicked it? So they let him kick again, or did they let him kick twice? I don't know.
they usually do.
And the price goes down, right? So it was
Usually goes
250.
up actually.
Something does it?
Yeah, which is funny. They missed the first one. He's like, "All right, well, let's do it again. We'll throw in some more money, maybe give you more incentive."
Okay.
It's funny. It's good.
So the kid made the second kick. It barely went through the upright, and they split 250 G's. So they both get 125 grand, and then 250 goes to charity or something.
Yeah.
So the kids, I don't watch it that often. I'm not usually home on Saturday mornings to watch. It's on pretty early. So yeah, like I said, I don't really watch it.
Maybe
And
catch the highlights after the fact.
my brother-in-law and my BYU group of family wants to get together Saturday morning at 7 to watch game day, and so maybe I'll head over after pickleball. But crazy 10 o'clock game, dude. 10 o'clock.
So early.
Dang it.
Worries me.
It makes me really worried too because we don't play well
It,
early.
it it'll be okay.
It's all gonna be all right.
It's a fun sports month. If you like sports, which we do, we're sometimes a sports podcast, right? Sometimes
Sometimes sports, sometimes politics,
movies,
sometimes religion. Just mix it all in there.
sometimes death. Yeah, we get into it all. But today we are getting into United Kingdom politics, hence the Guy Fawkes holiday.
Right.
But really, just because, again, going back to my loose logic, anonymous Guy Fawkes, V for Vendetta, there is a place in Utah that needs to be stormed a la Area 51 style, or we need Anonymous to get involved to release the financial records of this place. One of the greatest mysteries in all of Salt Lake County is the Fun Time Kids Care, which is a daycare, apparently. If you have been online, I'm sure you've heard of this place. It's prolific on Reddit and message boards. People just trying to figure out what the heck's going on at this daycare location. I mean, I don't even know the origin of why this became such a Utah meme. I don't know, I guess you could say. It's it's cool to wonder about what's happening in this daycare. What's been your exposure to it, Nate?
I I I know I've seen this building multiple times throughout my life, but it was just any other building driving by, and I never paid attention to it till you brought it to my attention. I feel like you told me about it a few years ago, and
It was on the short list when we started the podcast, just because it's always
ooh,
been
has it been that long then?
for me, yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so ever since then, same thing. I drive by it, and I never see anybody, any signs of life.
I mean, it's a weird building, right? It looks weird.
Yeah,
It sticks out. It's got a weird spelling. It's spelled well, fun time, and then kids with a Kidz, and then care Kare, if I can spell. It's how'd you describe it? It did get a coat refresh in recent years, but it's got this very stark green, lime green color, and there's oddly placed windows, and the trim around them is yellow, and it has a purple door, and then it's got a you can't see in the windows, right? If you go up to the building, there's things on the windows so much that you can't see inside. There are, I mean, if you Google it, look up images, there's people dressed. There's a lady dressed as it and is posing in front of the building. I mean, she's even got the green squares on her body, on her shirt. There are, there's a Lego set. Someone's made a Lego set to depict this building. Actually, multiple Lego sets that I'm seeing. The lore around this place it abounds. You can get a T-shirt. There's T-shirts you can buy that say Salt Lake City and has the logo on it. There's another Utah podcast that's also done an episode on this. It's a meme. It's something definitely the internet cares about. And you and I both look through this article. I mean, there's we can find some Reddit sources that talk about the lore of this place, but Salt Lake Tribune did an article in 2023, October of 2023, asking how an ordinary green Salt Lake City daycare become a source of curiosity. And I love and hate this article because it dispels no rumors about this place at all. They attempt to, but I think if you're doing an expose on a place, you should have maybe an owner, someone that's actively involved with this place, speak out on what's happening and tell us, yes, it's legit business. There are children that come here. But I didn't. Did you see anywhere in the article that it does that at all?
I can't find anything where anybody's even come forward and says, yeah, my kids go there. I was just there. I seen people there. Everything that I could find in my 5 minutes of research say that they might have gone there forever ago,
In the
but
60s or
nothing recent.
70s,
Yeah, which
which
makes
is
sense.
great. Even in the 90s, like people
Right.
saying they were there in the 90s. Okay, that's cool. Let's talk about the 2020s.
Let's talk about the last 5 to 10 years.
Yeah. Why did this place get a refresh, a new coat of paint? And still you went online to see the hours and there's no hours. It says it's closed, right?
Right.
Show us pictures from inside the building to show us it's a legit business and there's children in there. Right? We don't need to see the kids' faces. Just show us that children are going inside healthy and coming outside healthy. That's all we want to know.
I bet you money this is where the movie idea came for weapons.
Yeah, maybe. This this location has 19 reviews. I'm actually surprised it doesn't have more Google reviews. Let's go through a couple of them. A week ago, someone said, I came here for the free mystery stew on the weekend. It was delicious, but I found some hairs in mine. The real meat was unlike anything I've ever had before. It was the little fleshy like pork or veal, well seasoned.
Okay. They review the wrong place.
No, I think it's a joke. Like they're
Oh,
going there for the mystery stew and it's actually human
okay.
marketing. This one says, there is absolutely nothing about this old daycare that is sinister or scary. Simply, it is just an old daycare that is no longer in service. So please, to everyone, don't worry. You can relax. That's not weird at all. Don't worry about it. It's normal.
Yeah.
No
Just
context, but
don't
it's
worry about
okay.
it.
It's also out of service. Why did it get painted recently? What what? It's just sitting there empty. This person says, just a month ago, I've never seen any kids or parents dropping off kids in as far back as I can remember, and I have been by different times throughout the day. I know that's been a subject of conspiracy theories, but honestly, if the shoe fits, did a little research and it still holds permits, and it has taken a hit in the past for minor infractions for cleanliness and small safety hazards. But with so little activity, then why keep the building occupied as such? You still have to pay utilities, blah, 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 blah. And I forgot to mention the windows are covered from the inside that nobody sees in and nobody sees out once they're in. I'm not sure, but it doesn't seem right. It has cameras and possibly a silent alarm system. Just a thought. Another person came for the free mystery meal on the weekend. Very nice staff. This one says, I took my grandkids here. They said they love the subterranean, the celestial eye. Not sure what that is, but whatever makes them happy. So no legit reviews. Everybody's just making jokes. This person said, my mom gave birth to me here. This place is where I was born. They held my daughter and told me to pay $200 for a holding fee or I wouldn't get her back until I do. Apparently, this is legal. It's weird. So back to the article. The fascination worries Utahns who say they have joyful memories of attending the center in the 60s and 70s and feel protective of the children there now. Jonathan Jemming, who said he volunteered there in the 90s and later bought a house nearby, traces the online theories to the area's gentrification and changing demographics, which is whatever. This person again attended in the 70s and it was their earliest memories until they were about 7. There's one defining characteristic that's no longer there. She said a clown that used to be on top, which would be awesome if that was there today. That would be so much more scary if they put a clown up there. This person attended from 63 to 65. There was a jungle gym shaped like a rocket inside. Awesome. So the Funtime Kids Care building is owned by an LLC called Chunga International. The combined building and land is worth 313,000 according to Salt Lake City assessor records, but the Salt Lake County Archives didn't turn up anything related to Funtime Kids Care, and neither did the Utah Historical Society nor the State Division of Archives and Record Services. And the business has remained silent about its niche frame. Stories have been retold so many times that they couldn't be considered contemporary legend or what non-folklorists would call urban legends. Both types of legends are interconnected forms of folklore along with conspiracy theories, she said, which is a big construct of belief made up of rumors and legends, sometimes really reality and facts as well. What gives such stories the ability to stick, she continued, is there's enough pieces of them that seem to be verifiable, but it makes the unverifiable pieces of them seem believable. Okay, that was weird. Again, going through the whole article, there's nothing that tells you anything is normal about this place. So if you have no information, of course, you're going to continue to make up conspiracy theories until someone comes out, somebody that works there, somebody that's kids go there. Why can't we get any information about it? If you were sending your kid to this daycare, would you not want to go on to at least the Google and say things are normal here? Like, I love this place. Stop saying that bad things are happening. No, Jenny is a great teacher. I love what she, does for my kids. Something like that, right? Wouldn't that make sense?
I found an Instagram post from a couple months ago. So some people are saying they've seen a couple kids come and go, but still kind of the same story.
I mean, even if you see kids come and go, right? Where is the concerned parent that's like, come? Why can't a parent come out and say it's legit? Anybody just to say, because there's no evidence of one person saying things are legit here. Not even the Tribune, who has access to more things, has access to have an interview with someone that works there or owns the place. Why can't any of these people come forth and say, this is what happens? Here are some pictures from inside. You can see kids are playing and are normal. There's nothing that dispels any of the rumors. This article was a sad attempt to do that, but made it me think there's even more going on than, you know what I mean? Maybe the Tribune's in on it. Maybe they're a part of it.
Uh,
I wonder if there's a way to even get inside. And I mean, if I were to take my kids there, would it be worth it to try and take my own kids?
to see if you can get them into it.
This, yeah, I'm interested in having my kids attend this daycare. Could I bring my kids and then see the inside of the building? Maybe I need to do that. But how do you even get in like, is there there was a phone number that was removed a few years ago. It had a very old phone number, so much so that it doesn't list the area code. But you said there's a website. I can't see a website that
I didn't see a website, just a Google page.
the Google page said it was closed. Yeah, it doesn't have
Well, there's no
any
hours
business hours. I
listed.
see what you mean. They obviously don't care about the Google reviews or the page, right? Because they could even go and respond to all the crazy reviews.
Someone says any day now it'll open as a spirit Halloween.
That would be a pretty. It's not a big location, but that'd be a pretty great use of it, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of funny. Every once in a while in these comments, of the 1,000 comments I'm reading through, somebody will say they seen an old lady and an old guy go in and out with groceries. Somebody saw like a couple kids, but then there's other people like, dude, I lived next to that place for 10 years and never saw anybody.
It's kind of
So, so
aligns with
there's
that
just,
one theory. Do you ever see your neighbors bringing in groceries?
oh yeah, that's true,
You
right?
never do. But if you sat there and watched, you'd see it happen. But if you sat and watched this place all day, would you see anything happen? Maybe we just need to. I always
Do a
talk about we need to
stakeout.
do challenges. Maybe we just need to spend a whole day watching this location. Set up some lawn chairs across the street and just watch.
Until we see
Is that
somebody.
illegal? Is it illegal for us to do that? Even if we're not on the property, if we're just across the street, can we just sit there and watch this place all day? What are they going to do?
Um, I mean, you could stay in your car, right?
Yeah.
As long as you're not violating any parking rules. Overnight might be.
Oh well, overnight. If you see something happen overnight, then we got some big problems.
Then we're well, true. We
But if
did
we
just
were to
have
sit there
daylight
for a whole work day or a whole daycare day, right? What are we going to see happen?
from sun up to sundown.
It's at 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., right?
Yeah, I don't
That's
know.
it's a long day. But if we did that, what would we see? What would we find out?
I don't know. Do we want to find out? That's the real question. Do we really want to know, or we just love the mystery?
I kind of want to be the people to break the news of what's happening there.
Get
Nope,
some
nobody has found the answer.
get some documentation.
Yeah, just reach out to the. We see someone going in and we just attack them like we're TMZ or something.
There you go. We
Maybe we got
broke
to get TMZ involved. They always find out. They know
get Gephardt.
everything. Get Gephardt. There you go. Gephardt's probably done it. I haven't found it, but I'm sure he has. There's a Vice article. Bleh. There is a Vice article that talks about it and says it has the details of when the conspiracy started. So it says the Fun Time Kids Daycare conspiracy began on January 25th, 2015, when a user posted a photo to Reddit. He wrote that he'd lived nearby for 5 years, but he'd never having seen any kids having a fun time inside. Soon, other locals started to weigh in, and one thing led to another. You get people wondering what's going on. Even back then, they said, I'm just going to point out that every person in this thread saying this place is legit registered their accounts in the last 15 hours or so. The conspiracy theories reached a fever pitch so quickly that after only a few days, Reddit admins deleted the original thread from Salt Lake City. At that point, there were already hundreds of posts, and users had begun harassing the business and posting personal information about the owner, which the admin said amounted to doxing. Banning all discussion of the daycare, the admins argued was necessary to stop future witch hunts and to protect personal information and the lives of innocent people. But that didn't stop the conversation. In fact, it only fueled the conspiracy. The original post on the Salt Lake City subreddit migrated to conspiracy and other subreddits. Many users also pushed back on the administrator's decision, arguing that they only posted publicly available information and never advocated that people harass the business. Later, the discussion moved to other sites. One person even posted the photos taken through the building windows. Ooh. So there are pictures of the inside. It looks pretty freaky. This person said they claim to know the guy who owned the daycare. He's nice and nothing weird is going on there. He bought the daycare for his mother and runs it at a loss so he has something to do. Nothing nefarious. I've lived in that neighborhood for 5 years too, and I've seen people there. This person said, I asked Young if he could put me in touch with the owner, but he told me that for the sake of his clients and their children, the owner didn't want any publicity. I called the owner anyway, and he told me the same thing, seemingly exasperated by all the interest in his business. Indeed, the Reddit threads spirit a slew of harassing phone calls. They have people looking in the windows trying to see in there, and they look like creepy pedophile stalkers. That doesn't help the business. I mean, that's fine. We don't want to dox. We don't want to storm this place and harass the business, but you just want to hear, just come out and set the record straight. That's all we're asking. Just set the record straight. So I ask you, Nate, do we want to know? Do we want to know the truth? Do we want to know if it's a legit daycare, or is it fun to wonder? Kind of like we had the granite vault rumors crushed.
Right. This one's kind of fun because it reminds me of the old days of rumors and urban legends. And we didn't have the internet back then to fact check everything. So everything was real. And this one's kind of giving me the same vibes because we can't find anything on the internet to bring light to the subject. So let's just keep it there. It's fun having a reason to drive by it and say, it's fun not knowing the truth.
So you're telling me you're not going to sit with me on the corner of
No, I would do that just for the
for the content, for the sake of the podcast.
just for the experience. I'm in on that for sure. But if we did find the truth, and maybe that's why people find the truth and realize it's not as fun as the conspiracy theories, so they just leave it alone.
We don't want to know.
We just don't want to know.
It's more fun to not know because
it's
then we won't talk about it. It's just normal business.
Exactly. It's like a magic trick. Once you know how it's done, you're like, huh, you want the mystery behind it. You want
it. All right. I'll go on the record and say, don't storm Funtime Kids Care. Don't dox the owners. Don't bother the owners. But maybe someday, Nate and I will sit on the corner very inconspicuously and just see what happens. Just see what happens on a normal day. Is there kids going in and out? Is there normal things happening? Or maybe this place is just done. Maybe it's shuttered. Maybe one day we will see a Spirit Halloween logo at the top of it. Who knows?
Or one day you're going to drive by and see the yard full of 30 kids playing, having a great time.
I hope that day doesn't come.
We like the mystery.
We like the mystery. But if you happen to have a kid that goes here, or you know someone that's goes here or has gone here post 1999, maybe, or post 2010, I don't know how far back do we go? Say post 2010. I would love to know those details. Or if you have a crazy theory about this place, let us know about that also.
Yeah. Any insider information, but private message us so you don't ruin it for the rest of the.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah.
We don't want to spoil it. And if we get
unless you have some really cool like information.
Yeah. Maybe this is where the Epstein list is. Who knows?
Possibly. Somebody said Julie Regan's hiding there.
There you go.
Somebody said that in the comments.
The Utah conspiracies. But don't storm it. Just join us in creating more conspiracies about what's happening here. And as always, thanks for listening to this The Place podcast.
And this was a place we just talked about.